Hi, welcome back to the table. It's Amy with Notes from Past Amy. Happy New Year! I'm back with some fountain pen ponderings, I guess you might say. I have my pen cases here, ones that I have made, and there are some certain things about what I put in them that I just kind of want to talk through. So, will this be live? Who knows? It might be private for me for the next however many years. But this is what I have in them so far. Now, I've tried different strategies on what I put in these and how I use them. Like I tried one of these all having like aqua teal type pens bodies, but then since I tend to match the bodies to the color of ink, then I had a dark teal ink and an aqua and a fine nib, and then I had a blue, and they were all in the same color family. And I didn't pick up this case and use it very much. I think it was actually in the other blue case, but whatever. This one has the smaller slot since it was my first case, so it tends to have smaller pens, so it's probably in this one, but still, same point that I'm making. So, same color pens, same color inks. I like to always have a pink, a blue, and a purple of some kind. So, blue could be teal, aqua. I'm not really a navy person, but some sort of bright, sparkly blue, something in the blue kind of family. Purple, dark purple, light purple, sparkly purple, the purpley pink troublemaker ink that I adore. It's called Foxglove, some sort of purple. And then a pink. And I've kind of expanded to also a magenta, but these are my three favorite colors. They've been my three favorite colors for basically forever. And so I need some sort of pink, dusty pink, sparkly pink, bright pink, orange pink, whatever kind of pink. I need to have one of each of those families in each case, I think is what I found that I really like. And then I've kind of expanded to also having a magenta, which I never, ever, ever would have guessed would be something I would want. But I'm enjoying them, so a magenta is now kind of in each case. And that's Celebration from Diamond, in case you're wondering. So those four colors is what I've tried to put in each case, with the exception of this one, because this is my small slot case, and I have turned it to my flex pen case. So these two are Jinhao X750s, pink and purple. Pretty easy to tell. They're just the regular pens, but they have FPR Ultra Flex nibs on them. So two-toned, because I think they look cool. So these have been inked, basically matching their body. Celebration is kind of an orangey pink. That's what's in this one. And then this has Diamond's Pride in it. Oh, I can't wait to use that. Just inked these, the samples I got recently. So those are new colors for me. This is a 52. And it has a certain amount of flex, that tiny little 2 nib. And I think I put Frosted Orchid, also by Diamine. These all have Diamine inks in them. And this, I think I really like this combination, but it might get moved. That's it right there. It might get moved to a different pen, which actually doesn't have a nib right now, but you'll see I'm using it as a placeholder. So this is the water. Whoa. Is it out of ink? It flex as well. See that? Interesting. I don't usually have a problem with these pens, but if you notice, these are tiny compared to what I like to write with. So I can only use them for, however long. And then I need to switch to something bigger. This is also a 52. Yeah, see, that other one must be out of ink. Waterman. I don't actually know how to do the numbers, I just pretend. And this one has Tropical Glow, which is one of my son's, yes, I forgot to flex that R, one of my son's favorites. That was an interesting W, not W, G. This is wet for a while, but if you're looking for a good value on a notepad, this Pen and Gear, this is the format that they had when I was there, and then they had a couple small ones. So picked up what I could when I could, came home, tested them, went back the next week, and they were out. So anyway, these are my flex pens, and I think this one might get changed to Golden Sands. It looks like it's out, so I might as well just do that today. But then I'll have like a pink, a purple, blue, pink, purple, blue. And I really enjoyed using Golden Sands in my son's Ritma. It looks fantastic out of that pen. I don't know why. Maybe because of the black nib. I'm not sure. I think it's a fine. I want to say I got him a fine even. And it just looks fantastic. I enjoyed using Golden Sands in the purple one. But if I'm sticking with the purple, pink, blue thing, which I think I want to do, even though this is my flex pen case, then that means I can put the yellow in here. So I did not forget. If you remember me inking this with the yellow, I wondered if I would actually remember it was in there. I did, and then I changed it to, I think it was Honeyburst. Hated it. Did not like that color at all. So now we're on purple. I'm going to put the yellow in here, I think, now that I'm doing this case rearrange thing. It's never... it's just hard. It's hard to know what to do. It's never clear. And like, you should put this pen in this case. You will use it best this way. This makes the most sense. Because we can all do what we want, right? It's all so customizable. Oh, anyway. I think this is the case I made next, but we're going to do the blue ones first. This is the case I actually sent out for nib work with the nib pens. Yep, and that's what I sent out. I'm going to check these while I have them open. Oh, my custom nib studio is still in here. Look at that. So yeah, this is the pen case I sent out for that. I lost my little strip of washies from Marcy, and I really miss it. I wish I could find it. Anyway, so that's why I'm looking in all these pockets as I open these, because I've been meaning to do it all day and keep forgetting. So in this case, we've got, I keep dark purple in this one, this color purple, so like Memory Lane or something similar. Pink, sparkly pink. This one always has a sparkly pink. I threw in this little mechanical pencil my mom got me in my advent box because why not? I was testing out the sizes, and there seems to always be one pocket that's too big, so there we go. And I need a pencil for things sometimes, so I just threw a pencil in there with the sparkly pink ink. And this is my new Christmas pen for 2023. And I have this light aqua type color in here. It does write just fine. Now with that color, I got all the purple out of the feed. If you watched that, you know what I'm talking about. And so now, look at that ink. It's so fun. Now we've just got, what did I pick? The one I can't pronounce probably. It's very dark, as you can see, but it works just fine. If I had to label Mayora, and thank you for the commenter who also said your Mayoras are dry, I would have said that too, but sometimes I feel like I'm too new to give opinions like that, and so that was very reassuring, so thank you. So that's going to be my teal pen, probably. I might start as aqua, but it's going to be more like teal. And I always make my clips go left because I don't know, just because I do. Unless it's Lamy, of course, and then it's just a giant paper clip in front. This is the, what is this? Formal Italic from Gina. And it is gorgeous. I actually did sell the journaler at the end of, it's not August. August is when I got them back. End of December, because someone was looking for one on Reddit. Actually, there's another person looking for one now, but mine's already sold. And so I ordered a nib for that. We'll get there soon. Oh yeah, another thing. When I was putting together cases before, like which pens should go where, the nibs. Like, how do you decide which nibs go there? Because I've been trying so many different nibs. So here we've got Perspective, which I didn't even test. I mean, it's gorgeous. I'll show you. This is medium, fine, and then the Formal Italic. This is also from Gina. This is the Perspective. Whoops. Perspective. I have a feeling this one's getting low because I've had this. Have I had this color ink since August? I feel like I have, and I can't believe it hasn't run out, so I'll bet it's getting low, because I never have issues with that one. So, yeah, that makes some different nibs, right? Different colors, different nibs. It's so hard to know. I never know. Do I have all the same nibs? Do I have all different nibs? And I already tried all the same colors with different nibs. That didn't work. That did not work. Okay, we're going to do the new case last. I just finished that one today. And something, I don't know. The binding didn't go as well, I don't think. This is wider, even though the strips were the same. Anyway, you're not here for sewing lesson. This one is basically the way it's been for a long time. This one has rotated in and out a lot, but I got this pen in, I think it was March. This was last year's Christmas pen. This one I got late December. It probably came in sometime in January. And so this case has been set like this for quite a while. I made this case, was it January? December, January last year? So it's right at a year old. Gotten some ink on it. That was recent. I don't even know when it happened. I just noticed it earlier this week. So these 3 pens have been here for a while. This is kind of their home, and I expect to see these pens in this case. So what I did here was I looked at this pen and said, we need to make you blue because I've tried lots of different colors in this, and I've tried the magenta, and you know, like I just never like what's in there when it balances with the rest of the case. So I need to try bright blue in here, and I put Polar Glow in there earlier today. I think I'm gonna like that. My forever ink in this might be Jack Frost because it also has glitter, and this one does shimmer really well. It's a fine, but it's like a really wet fine. And the first ink I had in this was a shimmer ink, and beautiful. So I want to get back to shimmer in this one, but I've just been testing different colors in it. It is so loud, but it's such a great pen, and I love this color blue. Plus, I expect to see it here in this case. So there it is. That's going to be blue. This is working really well with Yamabudo type of colors. It didn't particularly like Yamabudo, but Yamabudo type of colors. So Jingleberry from Diamine, magentas, deep magentas, kind of similar. I want to try Lami's Crystal Burl. Or Beryl, or Burl, I don't know, whatever. I've heard it different ways. Beryl. I have that one. I've made a dark lilac mix for it. I have tried Purple Bow, and I used to do things that were more purpley, but it seems to like magentas better. So we've got a magenta here. This, of course, has to have a purple in it. I mean, how am I supposed to remember what's in there if it's not a purple? This is the Amethyst Frost blank that was going around, from what I can tell, in 21 to 22, maybe late 2020. And it's got a sterling silver butterfly roll stop on it. So since I've got purple, magenta, and we'll have blue here, I picked this Diamond Cast to be pink, because really, how are you supposed to put something that's not pink in there? Not me. I will never remember if it doesn't have pink in there. So this is inked with Kindness, or at least I think it is, from Monteverde. It's the same color as the Diamond Cast. Why did I put the clip out? I never put the clip out on that one. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think this will be like a forever pairing match case combo. I don't know what I'm calling these things, but we'll see. Here's the new one I finished this morning. What happened? I don't know what happened with the binding. Anyway, it is what it is. I love this detail that I did. Lots of purple, not quite as purpley inside, but, and I put the pocket on backwards. Oh well. But here we have what I've been keeping pink in. This is an SD Lilac, and I've had it inked for a while now. I think I re-inked it even maybe with, it's an ink of the year, Pelican Edelstein Rose Quartz. Is that right? It's ink of the year for 2023. And I really liked that here. It looks gorgeous. But I think I'm going to switch back to purple now because I keep pink in this one. And this just missed my collection video because I wasn't planning on buying it. It was a custom pen from River City Pen Co. And the seller decided, or the new owner decided they were going to sell it. And it was within my $100 pen limit. And even though it came nibless, I had a couple of nibs that I bought. This is the Ryan Krusak Architect. I do not like naked nibs. I want them to have something on them, even if it's just a couple initials. Yeah, that's fine. Don't mind that at all. But I like having a pale pink in there. So I don't need pale pink in this one and that one. So I'm going to switch the Lilac Esty and to purple, and then have this one be light pink. This has Emerald Chivor in it right now. I didn't even try the French on that. Even though it's in the Lagoon body, I think I like this combination. Give it a little shake. This is the Laban 325. I did not look up this ink before I bought it. Everyone loves it or hates it, and I just really wanted to try it, and I found a bottle on Reddit for a good price, and so I bought it. And it is more blue than I expected Emerald to be. But I don't know. I think it works for me. This is a 1.5 cursive italic Mark Bacchus grind. Gorgeous. Love it. This was a steal of a deal. So glad I got this right at Easter time. So that will be, we'll call that one teal, light pink. This will be my magenta, I think, and I'm thinking I'm going to go with the Frosted Orchid in it because it matches the body so well. Where's that page where I had Frosted Orchid? And that's not it. I've just got random stuff written here. There we go. Look at that combination. It's so beautiful. Do I want you to see all the stuff that's written on here? I don't know. I don't even know what's written on there. Oh, it's perfect. So I think this is going to have Frosted Orchid, which is kind of a magenta-y type color. But when I discovered that, as I dip tested to show writing of the journaler nib, yeah, when I discovered that, it was kind of too late to do anything about it because they wanted to buy the nib. So I cleaned that out and sent the nib off, and now I found the perfect color for this body, and I have a nib for it. I can't say that I don't because I have the nib that came on that pink pen, but it's got, where is it? I don't know where it is. It might be in the other drawer. It's got palm trees on it. Palm trees, like the symbol of, okay, I won't go into that because some of you probably really love palm trees. I do not love palm trees. So anyway, it has palm trees on it. And no, if I can help it, it's not going in there. Also, I think a rose gold nib would look gorgeous. Gorgeous with this pen. So I'm going to, this is copper. Actually, I have ordered already. I have ordered a rose gold nib for this pen. Mom. The only pen, hold on, bud, I have with a rose gold nib is this one, which I expected to have just plain gold. My eye, when I was first opening it, I knew it came with rose gold, but like my eye just expected it to be gold. If you hold it up to this one though, how beautiful would that be if I put a rose gold nib in this body? I think it would be gorgeous. So I've ordered a rose gold nib, which they're kind of hard to find, but which I hope will look beautiful. Yes. So that's placeholder there. That's going to be my magenta. This one is not in a case. This is by far my most expensive pen, and I cannot put this in a case yet. It sits by my table. On my table, but like next to where I usually work. So there we go. You can hear the converter in there because I didn't want to lose it. My Sequoia. Giant Sequoia. This I like to keep an aqua in. And what did I put in it this morning? It looked fantastic. Right here. Wearing Goes Robinson Crusoe. Look how beautiful. So pretty. Oh, also love this pink ice that I put in the Safari. These are gorgeous. I love the combination. So I also thought about touching on what do you put in your pens? How do you decide not just what color, what ink? Here we've got teal, aqua, pink, purple, and magenta. So I'm calling this one good. We've got a little space here. So look, there's an eraser on that. Here's another Quilty pencil from my mom. So I think I'm going to like that combination. We'll see. This is basically my whole collection. Not quite. I've got a couple others here. My 92, my rollerball, kind of impractically large stub, but it's super fun and so beautiful. A couple more Banus, but I don't use a lot of green. I've got a Safari in red. It's in the drawer above this. This pink is really light, but it's nice to just have around. Got carbon black in this one. It's been about a week, so let's see how that's doing. I want a nib that's fine to have permanent black in it. That might be working out okay. See, it's not consistent. So when I was inking this, I knew it was a nice fine line, and I wanted a permanent black. And this carbon black is quite wet. And so I thought that might be a good match. I can just see black coming out of this pen. So I made the pair. I haven't been super happy with that pairing, but I do want a pen, because I don't want to have to keep buying microns, that has the black ink, permanent black ink. So that's one thing I consider. What color is the pen? And what color do I expect to come out of this pen? But I also have other notes here that I might just read through. Nope, I'm not going to just read through them because that's about the whole pen. Where's my other ink note? Probably won't use this ink if it clashes with the pen body. Or if the ink comes out looking black when I was expecting it to be a different color. I keep track of which inks I use in each pen each time they're inked. So these didn't last long. A couple times and I went, these are too small, and I sold them. But if we go to 1516, there we go. There's a record of all the different colors I've tried in my Miura. And when I put them in there, and then sometimes I'll have a little note if it changed color, or if I really liked it, or if it dried out all the time, do not ever ink it with this color again, type of thing. I tried contrasting color here, hated that. Tried plain blue, no. This one, I don't know, I think it came out too black. Maybe it was this one that came out too black for like coloring. I don't know. I don't really like those two. And I'm out of the Liberty's Elysium now, so doesn't matter. Tried sparkle in it. Did not like the shimmer. Look how tiny the line was. Feels dry. There's no sparkle, and I took that out. You can see after a week. So this is very helpful. If I'm writing with it and it comes out too dark, yeah, probably not going to ink that with the same color again. Or if I feel like I'm going to need sunglasses to read that ink, no, that's not happening again either. There seems like there was one other thing. Oh, if the ink comes out too light colored, it feels like I'm going to have to go over the same lines again to get it readable. The ink is too light. Now, I also have a couple pens that run dry, those Mioras, as I mentioned. So maybe it's the pen in a couple instances, but I think generally speaking, that would be the ink. So I try to take these things into consideration when I put ink into a pen. And I love the combos from today. You can see I'm recording this a little bit ahead of time, but yeah, I inked all these today. The Celebration I know is going to be too orange for me, but I only have a couple mils of that, and I want to go ahead and put it in a nice flexi nib where I can just use it, admire the color for the color it is, not in something where it's going to be permanently beside my beautiful purples and blues and things where I'm going to constantly go, oh, that's too orange. So just use it, enjoy it for the color it is, and then be done with it. I think the rest of these, though, are going to be winners. Love them so much. I even just drew out this pink here and was like, oh, look at this beautiful color. Put hearts by it. Yeah. We'll see how this Diplomat Purple works. The Miura Aventus always works great when you first ink it. And then tomorrow we'll see if there's a nib crusty. It has crusted at the end every time, just slightly, except for the Cassia, which I put a note of. It crusted really bad all the time. Don't ever use that again. But generally it'll just do a little crust, like you may have seen in my 23 Christmas pen. I put them beside each other and they're basically identical, not in color but in shape and size and such. And it did have a little crusty on the end, and I was very surprised it hadn't done it with that ink. And then I realized after the video it was out of ink. So that was the rest of the ink, and I think that's why it happened. So we'll see how it handles this Diplomat Purple. It's not a purple, it's more of a magenta type of purple. So I'm going to call that my magenta, and this is the color scheme I'm going for in each pen case. So we'll see what happens with the combinations that I have together. Hopefully they work. Like I said, I have a few more pens, but nothing like super dramatic. And I did get a pen cube, one of those nice like leather-sided kind of velour interior or whatever it is. Nobody seems to put that in the descriptions. So it looks soft and has 16 slots. It's 4x4. So decently sized, keeps them all separate, which I thought was really nice. And then I can put these like actually on the table, not in a drawer to the side, even though there's nothing wrong with them in a drawer on the side. I need to re-ink this one. It's so pretty. So pretty. And those are my thoughts for now. The boys are about to come back and make a lot of noise, so I'm going to end it here. If you have anything to add or talk about, whatever you want to put in the comments, feel free to leave it below. I will talk to you again in 2 weeks. Hopefully, that's my goal, every 2 weeks, to have a video about something that interested me. Hopefully it interests you as well. Take care, everyone. Happy New Year again. Stay safe and well. Bye.